pick a save slot with the game completed, then we can play any level with any weapons.
Alright. I got ya. That'll be cool to start with. I guess I just start right off with hex up.
I gotta change my audio, I can't hear anything. 1 second. That's good.
Alrighty.
The game,
Yeah,
my game audio is too loud.
Alright, okay, yeah.
I guess we can play Hexarchy and test out the weapons.
Yeah, sure.
So Control Shift Z X C V B, so all of them are in the same. Yeah, there, I got Void Cannon.
Yeah, I have everything.
Yeah, you'll have to bind it though if you don't have Void Cannon bounds and like Mammoth and other things.
Yeah, I've got them all bound.
Nice.
The keys. Okay, fuck, cool.
That thing has such slow activation time, you have to like fire way beforehand.
Exactly.
It's pretty good, it does 70, it's not really that strong though, it does 70, I think, around somewhere there, the Void Cannon.
I mean, I think it's probably one of the more balanced of the newer weapons. I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely balanced.
I still think the Mammoth's a little crazy.
I think the plasma rifle, well actually in campaign, no, but in multiplayer I've determined that the plasma rifle is the strongest weapon, because I've been playing a lot of duels, and if you get stuck with plasma you can't win. If you have Mammoth, it doesn't matter, because they just stick you and then hide, and you can't get them, you know?
Yeah, I guess it just takes a lot of skill to land that Sickie though.
No, you can spam it endlessly. There's no penalty for missing. You just keep spamming until you get a stick, and then you win.
Yeah, that's fair. I think maybe if like they ramped up the ammo consumption of the Sickie, that would definitely help.
Oh, I can stick you with Mammoth. The Swarmer's probably my favorite or top 3 weapon in the game, just how satisfying it is to spam constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, that Phantom's got mellowed, Christ.
That section just now is the worst frame drop in the entire game. Like a horrendous frame drop.
Right, I didn't notice anything, maybe that's because I have a cracked PC.
I play like on 240, so it kind of, it drops to maybe 70.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of drop I'm not familiar enough with this game to even notice. Die. Where's the other sniper? Oh, there he is.
I think they're rebalancing the weapons because they did remove them from being able to be spawned in editor. Like many of them. Void Cannon removed, Mammoth isn't, I don't think is available anymore.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Well, this when I was looking at it. Yeah, the playtest. I'm not sure if it's still there, but they removed some weapons because they're rebalancing them, I guess.
That is really weird.
It's just a sign that it's being rebalanced.
Right, got ya.
Because otherwise they wouldn't. It used to be on the build, and then on the new update, they removed it. Depends on what playtest build you have.
Just wonder what they're rebalancing.
Well, Mammoth is too strong, obviously, so they're gonna maybe adjust damage.
Is this something I never noticed, ever? Since when was this a thing?
What?
Was the exit not usually just like an orange portal that you jump through? What the hell's this?
Oh. Well, have you played the campaign on the playtest at all? They changed a couple things. There's been changes.
I thought the only change was just like the addition of fuel. And like a few like rebalances of geometry. I didn't know there was a whole new exit.
They're changing a lot of the older levels, like some routes, making it more like their vision. They're revisiting some of the older levels, like this one, I guess. Also, they're changing things.
Well, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
They also changed, what is it, corruption a lot. The one where you break through the wall of the machine, and there's a whole level. They removed that section.
Oh.
So we can go check that out.
Weird. Alrighty. Oh. But yeah, I'm confused as to why they have to remove the weapons in order to do balancing. I feel that's a bit weird, but fair
Maybe
enough.
they don't want them to spawn like overpowered weapons, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. I'm not sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can spawn them anyways with cheats, so if you know those, you can just spawn them.
Right, has the plexus been removed? Is that one of the ones that got?
I'm not sure, but on this build, it's still the
Right.
cracked version with the fire rate, with the broken fire rate.
Yeah. I still really think the plexus should only have the horizontal and vertical spread. I think it's like this single concentrated one. That's the OP shit. The other
I would
modes
kind
are
of
actually
miss it if it
fine.
got removed. It's like that Brutal Doom weapon. I kind of like that it's powerful for like massive horde maps, like Doom Marines maps and Murskies. It's really nice to have a weapon like that, you know, at the end.
Yeah, I get that it's fun, but like if it's fun at the cost of just trivializing the game by having the everything dies weapon.
Just make its ammo consumption massive. So using, like in Brutal Doom, the chain gun is a waste of ammo if you're not being efficient. It's better to use the assault rifle and the SMG. The chain gun is when you are in a situation where you need to output as much damage as possible without caring for ammo. If the Plexus ate twice as much ammo as the Plasma, or more, you couldn't just endlessly spam it. You would waste all your ammo in like 10 seconds, and then you wouldn't use it anymore. I think it's about ammo consumption and fire rate. They did nerf the fire rate on multiplayer. Like if you noticed on the multiplayer build that you guys were playing, a lot.
Yeah,
maybe like 2 times less.
Yeah, use the plexus in the multiplayer build.
It's not strong even. It's super slow. It's easy to dodge.
Right. Yeah, it's like I feel like the reason why I just don't like the bait fire at all is that it's just way too similar to the stock plasma rifle.
Yeah, I get you.
And I feel like having more of that utility focus, like the beams, like you keep them the same damage, same fire rate, same ammo consumption, same everything. But it's the fact that like you have to be a lot more intelligent with the way you use the vertical and horizontal beams would make it a lot more balanced, I'd say.
I think they probably won't remove, like they like having 3 alt fire modes, so I think it's nice that they nerfed the fire rate, and I think the ammo consumption has to be way higher. Like damage, you have to scale the damage to see how much stronger it is in the plasma rifle and increase the ammo consumption.
Yeah,
by
okay, yeah.
3 times.
That does go to another issue in Plexus though, where you have to like just spam right click to like sift through to the one you want. If you just break it down to 2 firing modes, you have to left click be the vertical firing mode and then right click the horizontal one. And that'll just like really clean up the, I guess,
I can see what you mean. Yeah. At the same time, it does kind of make it so you can't just switch immediately through all the modes constantly. Like in multiplayer, if you want to get one of the modes, there's a little delay.
Right,
I don't know, it doesn't bother me too much. But I see what you mean.
I'm out of rockets already.
2 would make more sense. It's like a 2 weapon loadout.
Yeah. Die. Everything must die.
I wish Arc Rail, maybe Arc Rail primary fire will find a use in multiplayer later. Like for example, in large groups of players, you could chain it through them. Then it would be useful, but otherwise it's kind of useless. If you should be using secondary only, like to win.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like I'm fine with it in the sense that it's a bit of a panic button when like you just choke and you can't get the aim. But yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the reason it's hard to hit with is the ticks are far apart. It's not like a lightning gun. You can't just, like, you know, wave at a person and clip them. It has to, like, be timed with the clicks. So it's way worse than a lightning gun tracking-wise, even though it has the same firing style. If it would, like, I guess a way, like, what could be done is if the fire rate is increased but the damage decreased, so it ends up being the exact same result, but the ticks are less far apart. So it's more like a constant stream, you know? And you don't even have to show that on the screen. Like, it still look like this, but the actual ticks aren't far apart. That's a way that could be used for multiplayer to make it more like a lightning gun. But I don't think it's bad at all. I think if there's like a huge TDM, Arc Rail can do some good damage with chaining through enemies. We'll have to see though. I haven't experimented enough with the weapon to see just how good it can be. I know it chains through dead bodies, so you can shoot around corners through dead people if they're on the ground.
It chains through bodies.
Yeah, any enemy, any dead body, gibs, you know, so it just kind of, it'll chain from them to an enemy.
What a weird quirk of a weapon.
It kind of makes sense, because, I mean, if it chains through live enemies, the dead body isn't different. I guess it makes sense that it would chain through.
Yeah, I guess in terms of electricity, there's not much to out.
It's consistent.
Oh.
We're missing all the secrets, probably. I'm not paying attention to anything.
I grabbed one of them, I think. But I can't remember half the secrets on this map.
There's some out here, a whole bunch out here.
I'm pretty sure there are, yeah. I got the one with the, like the one in this one with the rocket ammo. I got that one. Die. Everyone must die.
So there... Oh yeah, you got this one already, I assume. Okay. There's rocket ammo. Up here.
Yeah, that's the one. Ow.
I see that the dash and double jump haven't really changed since 2020, because I remember unlocking it with some methods back 2 years ago. It was the exact same. So they've had it in the game forever. They just unlocked it.
Yeah.
Oh right, there's a secret down here. You break the grate, and there is, I think there should be some ore.
Break the grate?
Right here, you break the grate. But actually I just know you can't, there's supposed to be a room down there, but I guess that's not finished on this build. It's an old build. It's like you go there and then there's some items and stuff, like ore.
Oh.
There's nothing there now.
Fair enough, then.
Yeah.
Die.
I play on so many different builds, I get really confused when looking for secrets, because some things are changed a lot.
Like which is which? Die.
Well, like secrets mostly. I don't even use Plexus, it's kind of dirt. I feel it is dirty to use that weapon, it's so strong on this build.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to an issue of like the bandolier. Like, ugh, I still hate it so much.
Too much ammo?
Just like way too much ammo. I still think the bandolier should be completely reworked. There should be like a system where you regen ammo, like on certain kills.
Backpack. I think there should be the backpack reload that I heard. It's like it takes twice as long to reload in the backgrounds, but you can reload weapons in the backgrounds.
Like an auto reload.
Yeah, but a long delay. So
yeah,
so
is it
cycle.
Maybe instead of that you could have a system where like you have to get 5 kills and then like after 5 kills it auto reloads all your weapons.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That could be a thing. I think that the system should be in a way instead that forces you to cycle through every weapon. So like if your shreds are reloading, you use the pistol, and then your Plexus reloading, and it's enough of a delay to make you do it.
I forgot about that.
So this section, all of this is not, like, it's not gonna, I guess it's not gonna be in the game, from what I saw.
It's not gonna be in the game?
Well, because we were playing, like, that playtest, like, that time with General Vivi in the campaign, and this section isn't in that version, like in the later. This is 5 months old.
I think I remember that actually.
You played, right?
Yeah, I think I do remember playing that. Oh, that's kind of sad.
You would have noticed then that bandolier is way less on that build. I think you can only carry 45 shotgun rounds on that version.
I don't recall the bandolier change.
Yeah. It is nerfed, so if you're worried about that, it is already weaker. It's not as crazy as it is right now.
It's just, in general, I think another ammo increase just I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, because the weapons are so strong, are so insanely strong. Like Swarmer, it just doesn't use any ammo, and you can just endlessly spam everything. You don't need to use any other weapon but Swarmer if you get a full stack of it, full 20 rockets.
And then like a lot of weapons are based on that, just their ammo capacity and their rarity of ammo. It's like, big one for me is the super shotgun. It's like, yeah, you can get a lot of insta kills, but you don't have many before you just deplete shotgun ammo. Same with the rockets, actually.
Right now?
Like, oh, not right now. I mean, like without the bandolier. It's
yeah. Which I think is
like
fine. You just have to place more ammo on the map so people actually pick it up. Like the whole idea of a giant backpack, you can just negate it by picking up ammo.
Well, yeah. In general, I feel like there should be more of just a reason to. Yeah, if you limit the amount of ammo you have, that's just another reason to vary your weapons and vary your playstyle.
Yeah, I like the idea of varying the playstyle. And it seems like Mike agrees, because the weapons are all very strong. I mean, pistol is super strong. It does 20 damage per shot in the multiplayer. Well, I mean, it does it in single player. That's the value they kept it for, the multiplayer. 20 damage per shot is a lot.
Yeah.
But it's hard to hit people with it, though. So it's not a... Like, there's a skill cap. No one's using pistol in multiplayer right now. And getting a lot of kills with it.
And just in general, there isn't that much of an incentive to switch weapons, aside from reloading, like the whole reload system and ammo capacity, which is why I'm very, I guess, steadfast in the fact that reloading is good for the game, because it stops you from just being able to spam one weapon.
I don't really like the way Doom Eternal plays with endless spam, like the whole precision bolt rocket.
What? It's not endless spam. Like, if you do precision bolt rocket, you're gonna burn through ammo really quickly. Like, precision bolt rocket is something you do, like, in select scenarios. Like,
well, I played the game on the Nightmare a lot, like, through the whole game, and it's... spamming is the meta, constant spam.
Well, yeah, I know, but you can't afford to do it all the time. Because you will just burn through your precision bolt and your rocket ammo. You've got to have some.
It's just constant C4 ammo. I just think it's kind of boring. I prefer Prodeus way more than... I think it's the better Doom Eternal.
So, I don't think that this game and Doom Eternal are comparable in any way, really. Their entire... Ow, forgot about that.
How do we teleport here, though? That's funny.
Yeah, a lot of their systems, like, the systems just aren't that comparable, really.
Well, yeah, they have a bunch of extra systems, like you gotta burn enemies for armor, all that. Like, I don't really find a whole giant kick out of it. I played 300 hours and I got tired of it.
Yeah, it's just a lot more, like, I guess, active... is active... Yeah, I guess active is the right word, like, active gameplay in Eternal, where, like, you have to seek out everything you need. Well, in this game, it's like, you have everything you need, and it's also just about maintaining your health, maintaining your ammo. Which isn't a bad thing at all. I still like it, but I just don't think they are comparable games.
I think they're comparable, but I think that, like, we have different opinions on if we like the game or not. Like, I liked it for, like, a couple hundred hours, which is fine, but I'm not gonna keep playing the same thing as...
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, yeah.
Well, Prodeus I'll keep playing forever.
Forever?
Probably. I mean, I've been playing Doom 2016 since it came out.
Forever.
Until Prodeus 2.
Until the end of time is when you're playing out.
Yeah, I think it's the best retro shooter in the past 20 years, in my opinion. And I've played a lot.
Best retro shooter? I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah, it's a hot take, but I think in the past 20 years, there's nothing that really is going to be on this scale, like with this level editor, with this awesome multiplayer.
Here's the thing, I feel like you could absolutely make that argument really well, I just need to think about it.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of other retro games I really like, and I'm just trying to reconcile.
Me too. I love a whole bunch of things. Medieval is an awesome one that I really like, the Hexen style. I prefer that one to Dusk and some others. I really like a Medieval. But there's no level editor, no multiplayer, like no user content. It's just not... It's different.
Yeah, the thing about Medieval is the first time I played it, I really hated it, and then I got bored and left really quickly. But But then I was like, I got bored one night. It was like late at night on a Saturday. I was like, oh, I'll just play this again. And then I really got into it.
So I'm not sure why that guy's just chilling there and he's just not even attacking anyone. He's just sitting there. You notice that sometimes?
Look, yeah. He's living his best life, man. Don't worry about him. He's trying to go pacifist, alright? Die.
I've just noticed sometimes weird things with AI happening, is they will just stand and like in front of you and not. It's like they break sometimes.
I mean, it doesn't happen that often. Like compared to games like Borderlands 2, where like you often get enemies where, like they just start dancing. I'm not even joking. You'd have enemies where the AI would bug out so bad they'd like jump back and forth like a dancing pattern.
I see.
There's like a whole meme and everything. Die.
I can't wait for the new biomes because I see a couple biomes like on the playtest and things, like Protean biome, Blood Rain, things that don't activate if you select them, and then nothing happens because it's not in the game yet.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Protean biome is though, because it's not in the campaign, so it's maybe is DLC stuff already. They're making the DLC biomes.
Yeah, it's like my only fear with that is just that like, are they necessary per se? And my main argument for this is the Chaos biome. Like I feel like that's just a bit of an eyesore. And it's like, I think Blood Rain's a good idea. I really like the concept of Blood Rain, but I feel like we've got rain, we've got thunder and lightning, we've got snow. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what else they do, but like their attempt with the Chaos biome was just like an acid trip.
I think it's pretty cool if you use it in some sections. The way how it also melts the crosshair in your hands, it's something you... Like, usually in games that doesn't really happen. Like, you can see it in your hands, like, melting like that. I think it's a cool biome. Maybe they can add extra features to it that you can enable to make it more interesting, but I like it.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say there is that I feel like its main use is going to be in ambience or, like, quiet sections where there's no combat. Because Chaos with combat is disorienting.
I guess, yeah, it can be a headache, but I personally do like it because it makes it kind of hard to snipe enemies and it becomes like more close combat, since everything's all over the place.
Well, you can make it hard to snipe enemies just by cutting down the sight lines on certain maps. Like, I don't think the solution to that problem is a biome by any means.
I like mixing Chaos biome with like an ice level. It actually looks kind of like a snowstorm, but there's no snow. You just see like a strong wind. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've been experimenting with it. Like with Darkness 2, the level that I made, I kind of like that you can make enemies completely invisible until they're close to you. Like a horror style. Mine is Overkill. It's not meant as an enjoyable map, it's just a test, and also I try to make it as difficult as possible, and so far only I've been on ultra hard. Like, people seem to be just rage quitting and beating it on ultra easy and then downvoting the map because they can't finish it on lower difficulty.
Look at you being so cool, being a map in ultra hard. Sorry. Ooh, probably a secret.
I'm not good at mapping at all. I just sometimes see little silly things that I want people to pay attention to.
You can get better, and I feel like it's worth getting better, because like, I know you are very good at the game, and it'd be fun having some really like, I guess almost like master level style maps come out of you. Yeah,
or if I made multiplayer maps, because I plan on pretty much maining that, so I would understand the multiplayer a lot, like balance and stuff. There's a whole bunch of problems at the moment with the game, like balancing and things. But I'm not worried about it too much because I know they'll be addressed later. Like the same with Doom 2016, the multiplayer there, it took a while for the balancing patches to come in. Like 4 months getting player feedback, like seeing that some weapons are too strong, like Rocket Launcher in the beginning had way too little ammo consumption, so everyone was just spamming rockets. So the argument was made that it was overpowered, which it turns out it wasn't, because, you know, 5 years later, that's not the meta. But that's what the community determines. So same with this game. They'll probably see that the plasma rifle is absolutely cracked. That it needs rework in multiplayer.
I think the simple fix of plasma rifle is just have it like the target thingy. Just have that cost like 5 or 10 ammo or so.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
absolutely.
So you can't just endlessly spam it.
And
maybe
a cooldown too.
I don't know about cooldown.
Well, you have to be skillful with the lock. I think if you can't aim the sticky, you don't deserve to stick people constantly. Like you can use the primary gun. I think it should take skill, like a direct rocket. You know, like
I'm just wondering, is the combination of an higher ammo consumption and a cooldown too severe, or is it like
probably
one or the other? Like,
yeah, it has to be made in phases. Like first of all, the sticky. I think they should check out the sticky. With how much cooldown is, and then they'll see how that works and make. I mean, that's what Mike does. He just does a little balancing, like occasionally on weapons. Like that's the Chaos Caster, probably the biggest rework in the game for a weapon that I've seen. Like it got completely reworked, everything.
Yeah.
And I think it was an amazing rework.
I think the grenade launcher is one of the harder ones to rework. Like I've been thinking for a while, and I haven't been able to come to a solid idea on what I do to try and fix it.
Yeah, and it's even more broken than it's being used right now, because you can, the sticky, you can quick switch the sticky like the shotgun and explode all of them instantly, which is just, you know, you play multiplayer and you can't avoid it. It's like a better rocket launcher, you know.
Yeah, that's just what happened to Harbinger there.
And the thing is that not many people, like only few people do it, so it'll take a time for people to realize, oh, this is actually, like we thought it's broken, but it's actually even more broken, like, than we thought it was broken. It just takes time, these balancing things. I think it's still a very fun game, it's, you play multiplayer in, but as long as they eventually roll out balancing and address issues, then it'll be cool, you know?
Yeah, I did have one idea to have it so that each grenade has to be reloaded individually, and like I get that that's too harsh, but it punishes you because if you spam out your entire mag, it takes a while to refill, and like the idea is like you could only reload one and then switch, and then like it would save that one. It's not like it's one big reload animation that like gets cancelled if you switch away or something. Like
I didn't think of that. I kind of like that idea, and I think it would look really cool, but I'm afraid it wouldn't be implemented just because animations. And I think they're gonna change weapon animations at this point in the game, so it's probably not happening.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like quite a complex one. It's not just a simple stat fix. It's almost like a fundamental change of the weapon. I'm on low health, I just realized. Hey ho.
The pro bloater taking 3 mammoth shots is criminal. I just don't believe it, you know, that it does that. It's so thick.
I had to go AFK for a minute. I died, one of them. But yeah. Please die.
Fun fact about the auto shotgun. What is it? The flak cannon, like the bouncing shot, has a damage multiplier on bounce. So if you shoot him like a sniper rifle from close range above ground, it does way less damage than if you bounce it from their feet up into their body.
Did not know that.
Yeah, so it actually makes the skill cap higher, because you have to shoot at their feet and bounce it at them instead of just like using it as a sniper rifle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Kind of assumed that it have to be something like that to balance it. I just never really noticed or like realized it, I guess.
Yeah, I was playing with bots and, well, not bots, just myself in multiplayer, and I shot at my own feet, like with myself, and I noticed that you just one-shot a player from 100 HP if you bounce it off their feet. So you can one-shot 4 people with 100 HP, but it's not overpowered because it's hard to aim while people are moving and doing it, so it's very specific.
That comes into another issue. The spread on the shotgun's quite large.
Oh yeah, Steak Jacob's been talking about it a lot, and I agree with him. It's kind of just the eyesore. The amount of it shakes is just there's so much. And considering there's the quick switch, shotgun quick switch in the game, which definitely should stay, I don't know if I could handle it being removed. This is like a staple. This is like that game with a really good combat shotgun, you know.
Keep forgetting to look at my health. But yeah, I feel the quick switching should absolutely be kept because it's still better than the auto shotgun, I'd say, because like the fire rate, not the fire rate, the spread on the stock shotgun is a lot tighter than the auto, so it works better at range.
Yeah,
the cost is that it's more skill, and I think that's not entirely fair.
Until people start auto hotkey scripting it, which is going to be annoying, but we'll see how that is.
Yes, that will
eventually.
be annoying.
I mean, we're planning on holding tournaments in Prodeus Multiplayer United, and probably eventually it'll come down to, like, you have to record your games if you want to be qualified, like, for prizes and stuff. Like, it has to be recorded, like, and the binds, like, when you're, like, inputs, like, when you're playing, because then you can spot someone who's scripting easily.
That's what I was about to
eventually.
say,
Beginning, no one's gonna care about that, because the player level, like, when it comes out of EA, everyone, like, most people don't even know this game exists. It's gonna be, like, super low, but then eventually it'll crawl up. The player level will crawl up.
I need help. I am not playing well.
Sometimes I just get distracted when talking. I'm not, it's not really paying attention.
So yeah.
I kind of hope eventually they add kind of like a true mega health. In 2016, there's the mega health that gives you, I think it was full armor and full health, together, and it's just one item, map control. Like everyone fights for the one item, spawns once a minute, not every 30 seconds. I think it's a really simple, like, it's not a lot of items. You just add the one thing and then a few armors, 50 armors around the map. One of the things that game did really good in the multiplayer is the mega health. I think the current multiplayer maps are way too, like, greedy with HP. I don't know why there's so little HP in multiplayer maps. It's not enough for like 4 people or more. Like for duel, I play it's okay. But then I play like a deathmatch and there's no HP to be found. At all. Everyone's just picking it up right away. I don't really see... I like kill streaks. I like killing someone, then with your map knowledge going to the health. Getting the health and then continuing the kill streak.
Well, yeah, but the only thing I'd say to that is that, it just requires more skill to get those kill streaks now. Like, that's it. Like...
Yeah, now I have to cheese, like, with grenade launchers around corners and like, try not to receive any damage, you know? It's very easy to cheese this game.
Well, yeah, that'll be balanced eventually, and I like the lower health, because it means that, like, those kill streaks are a little less common, and, like, I still like kill streaks, but if it's way too easy to stay alive, then, like, the new guys just cannot get kills at all, like, there's no hope.
I think they'll be fine, because the majority of the player base will be, like, beginner level in the beginning, for at least, like, a year, so I think it'll probably be fine.
Well, yeah, but, like, okay, best example, what if you join a lobby with all those new guys? What happens then?
I think a way will still be found, like, even if they, like, that HP, that just means they have to be more careful, not even, like, out-predict everybody, so it's not really...
That's my point, though, you have to be more careful, you have to have more skill, almost.
I feel like the average player will appreciate more health, though, because they're getting damaged and they want to go find some health. So they actually probably care about it more than people who play the game better, as they probably want to find HP. That's what they do in single player. You're low on health, so you want HP, and it's usually, you know, found plentifully. And Doom 2016 is one of the most beginner-friendly multiplayers there is. It's Halo crossed with Doom. There's HP everywhere, it's just the constant frag fests, quick switching, shotguns. There's 2 weapons only in the loadout, so that means that the meta is like a sniper shotgun, combo shotgun, super shotgun, and you switch between them. And it's super fun, because everyone has the same weapons, and it's all determined how fast you switch the weapon, your movement and stuff like that. Prodeus is like Doom 2016, but better. Like, that's why it was compared with Doom Eternals, because of the full arsenal. So it feels like Doom 2016 with the proper arsenal of Doom Eternal. You can quick switch every weapon, like your rifle stack, unlike 2016.
Okay, yeah. Die.
I think it's super great, and I can't wait to, like, if today we have a session, I want to play Pulsar's map.
Oh, is that finished? I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I got the P-Link
Oh, nice.
from him.
Die.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yep.
This guy is
Yeah,
probably my most despised enemy in the game, just like I have beef with him, because he has way too much HP for how slender he is. Like, he's a tank, but he's a sniper.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
He's way stronger than Slayer, that's why I don't agree with. Like, his HP is 200 more, probably, I'd say, than the Slayer. I don't like that.
I don't know about that. I've always thought that the Proteans have a lot less health than Slayer than that. Like,
no, that's definitely not true. You have to. I mean, if you spawn them in editor and try to damage them, you'll see the difference.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think Slayer I like Slayer a lot. It's a super cool enemy. The only thing I don't like about him is that whole thing when the shots somehow go through corners, and you're thinking you're safe, but he's actually gonna hurt you. It is a bit annoying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a map right now, well, the map I'm working on, where I'm using a Slayer as a turret, as opposed to like an actual enemy in the arena. Like he's basically sniping you with the tracking beams. And it actually works. It actually works really nicely, but the issue then comes in. It's like, okay, everyone's dead, and now you're just pot-shotting a Slayer until it dies. It's like that is an issue because you're not fighting it. You're just like sniping it basically.
Oh, then keep like spawning fodder stuff like imps and maybe crawlers to make it feel like if you want to make it more.
I guess that could work. I was thinking because it's already thunder and lightning in this map anyway, and like the Slayer's like standing on like a bridge which leads to a comms tower. I was thinking, what if a lightning strike hits the tower and just knocks it over and it crushes the Slayer, something like that.
That's cool.
I haven't really worked out the kinks yet, but.
Do you have, like in that arena with the Slayer, do you have a lot of zombie fodder?
Well, the way that arena works is there's gonna be 3 main arenas. Like obviously the first one was in the crowd chambers where like everything's on fire, you know, the one with the hunter. That's the first main one. And then this second one is supposed to be also pretty difficult. So you got a Slayer in the distance, there's 2 Void Reapers, a chain gunner, a couple lungers, a couple crawlers, and yeah. Like it's really fun, but at the same time, if you have bad positioning, you just get mauled. Which is why I'm still like, yeah. I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. I want this to be difficult. Like I want to have, so the way I'm doing it is obviously the crowd chambers. Like you had the warm up when you got in with like that infight between the Phantoms and the arc rail sniper. They were just infighting, and then you could just like get like accustomed to combat, just as like a nice warm up. And then you have the big arena. And I'm planning for all main arenas to have like a warm up arena beforehand, which is like pretty easy, just to like dull down the pace a little before the proper big fight. The issue I'm having with this second part of the second arena is just the pacing leading up to it. Yeah, I'm just having a nightmare getting to, you know, the crowd chambers. As I said, it's like quite, like the pacing is quite slow at first. You walk in, it's like a single imp, and then you wait for the doors to open, then you have a cool cryomancer boss fight, and then you what is it? I'm losing my train of thought while trying to fight. You have the cryomancer fight, and you enter into the main arena before the fight starts, and there's like the that infight going on, and then you melt everything, and then the main fight starts. Like it's got that pace to it. I'm struggling to get that with this one. So yeah, I know it's a bit long-winded, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Oh.
The reason I'm asking about the zombies is because with the Slayer, one of the things I like to do is if someone knows that this is effective, they leave zombies alive, and use it to block
Yes.
Slayer attacks, and usually
Yeah.
E2. So it's actually you can completely negate the Slayer if you like know to leave the zombies and weaker enemies alive to absorb his attacks.
That's fair. That's fair. This fight takes place in like a sort of like hangar bay with a bunch of cover, just like crates and like junk supplies. The cover's fine, but yeah, I think I'll still add like respawning zombies because like as I said, it's one of those fights where positioning is so important. If you get caught out, you're just gonna get mauled.
Is that the same one that you let me play with the ice?
No, yeah, that's the. Oh, it's the same level. Yes, same level.
Oh, nice.
I'm just trying to get the pacing of that section to work.
So about the door there, so you think like a chain gunner's too much, but like what can go in there in that area? Void Reaper or something like that?
Well, that's my issue. Initially, I had a Void Reaper there, but I guess the issue with that is that Void Reapers, they're not that threatening. Well, they are, because they're bullet sponges, but in terms of their attacks, they're not that much of an issue.
Well, I don't think they're gonna... What I mean is it'll deter them from just running through the door, because there's a Void Reaper there, so they won't want to. Like, the point is so they don't just run straight through the door. If there's a Void Reaper there, they probably won't.
That's why I had the sort of horde of fiends there, but you're under anyway. So yeah, maybe a Void Reaper will work. A chain gunner would be a lot more oppressive, which would definitely get them away from the door. But then you have the issue of, now there's a chain gunner there. And now, like...
Do you have rocket launcher at that point? Or, like, grenade launcher?
You have rocket launcher. If you jump down in the middle of the arena, there is a grenade launcher you can grab. Yeah.
Oh, the chain gunner probably isn't that scary. Well, Void Reaper can absorb a lot of damage, so he's there basically like a wall. He's not really an immediate threat, but he's keeping
initially that fight had 2 Void Reapers with the hunter.
I like that.
That was just way too much though, especially for the first arena.
For ultra hard,
I know it was rough. On medium it was fine, but on ultra hard it was.
Well, usually people play on medium, so maybe it's fine.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, I still try and make sure it's like when it comes to ultra hard balancing, if I can beat it in about 10 or so tries, like that's my upper limit. That's a lot of tries. I know that's my point. So like I've done, I've made an extreme bound so that if something is harder than that, it's like, yeah, this definitely isn't gonna work. Like this was a nightmare.
I think that's fair because you're probably up there like with the better players at the moment in the game.
Yeah.
So like if you
obviously you're significantly better than me, but
yeah, it says biased. Like for balancing, I kind of want it to be torture, you know, because people can just lower difficulty. But
yeah, I guess. But there is a degree at which you have to go. Like it's like you could use that logic to excuse pure enemy spam, which is why there's a limit where I have to go like, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to change something here. What I could do. No.
Was it the Void Reaper stationary when you tried to put it in the doorway? I think it has to be stationary, right? If it's guarding the doorway.
I can just set it to be stationary, yeah.
Okay.
What I'm thinking, I could move the current Void Reaper, just shift it over there.
Oh.
And just see how that works. I hear a lost soul, or skullfish.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, that's actually that's a good way to go around it because it'll keep. I think that arena is on the harder side. Like if I'm not careful, I'll die. But
yeah, that's the point. Like I'm gonna have the three main arenas. That being one of them, where it's like a real challenge.
But if you simply put the Void Reaper there, that'll not change anything except it won't run through the door. So it's actually a perfect solution, I think. Because I ran through it by accident. I just saw an open door. I'm like, oh, it's open. There's nobody there. I'm just gonna run. I didn't automatically want to escape the room. But if there's Void Reaper there, that should prevent that. And not make it harder at all. So that's a good idea.
Yeah. It's just cool. My only fear is that whenever I see a Void Reaper, my first thought is kill it immediately. So I'm just gonna run to it and just super shotgun it out and like quick switch it out.
Is there a hunter there though?
There is a hunter there.
So probably that would prevent people. Yeah. Most people won't run into a hunter while trying to fight a Void Reaper.
What I could do, put the Void Reaper there and then shift a couple crawlers there, so that there's a lot more like area of denials. That could work. Oh, hello. That's another thing actually. Complete side note, which is the Void Cannon base fire.
Super weak, yeah.
Yeah, super weird. It's a weird weapon.
At the moment, what you want to do is since...
Oh my god, hello.
Yeah, they just appear out of thin air. They don't have a spawn. They're already spawned. The Void Cannon, it uses an entire clip of ammo in one shot for the secondary. So what you want to do is you want to shoot the primary until you only have 3 little bullet points left, and then you shoot the secondary, and you get basically more ammo efficiency.
Well, it doesn't use the entire clip. It uses half the clip.
It does?
Yeah, you get 2 charge shots out of a Void Cannon.
Oh, okay, then you use the first clip.
Yeah.
You use almost all of it, then you fire the secondary. You end up doing more damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the arc rail sniper, where like if you're on that, you just like burn down to you have 1 ammo left.
My HUD is microscopic at the moment. Like usually I play without it, but it's microscopic. I don't even see that there is like 2 clips.
Okay, yeah. When I first played this, like playtest this, when it says chaos is detected in an area, I looked around and I noticed there were no enemies nearby, so I took that as the game saying that the player was like partially chaos, and I thought that was part of the story.
Oh.
Then Vivi had like confirmed, no, that's not a thing. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, this game is super simple. There's nothing super insane like that, unfortunately.
Oh, sure.
Well, not really unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't really worry about that, but it's very simple.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have more storage stuff.
Yeah, if he's like a child of Chaos and Protean at the same time, that would be cool.
Oh.
He doesn't discriminate, he fights against both of them.
Yeah.
Because right now he's just technically just a Protean traitor. The multiplayer map version is one of my favorite ones because it's so dynamic.
Yeah.
There's so many. I like long-range maps.
Yeah, I really enjoy this map.
The Plexus is definitely useless though on the multiplayer version of this map.
I barely ever get the Plexus on multiplayer. I think I got it once. Like, I don't really know how it fares. Like,
It's just super slow. If someone runs backwards, you know, it's not like AI. AI runs into your face, but enemy players run away. It just doesn't catch them fast enough. The plasma is better. So, like, the multiplayer and the single player are so different, yet the fire modes are still the same. That's where balancing comes in. It's I mean, so Plexus, it's just about the map. I think if it was on Chaos Generator, Plexus would be way more crazy on that map than on this map. It's just a huge map, you know?
Yeah, because you can just lock down chokes with the Plexus on Chaos, can't you?
Yeah, because this map has Plasma and Plexus on the multiplayer version, so why would you use the Plexus if the Plasma is insta-kill if you stick someone?
Yeah.
So you just camp like far away in the corner of the map and try to snipe people with the Plasma.
Yeah. This is one thing I don't like about the like this level. It's in Nightmare talking about the last enemy.
Thankfully, they added more enemy sounds on the newer versions, like even more will be in the final game, so you can actually tell where the enemies are. They make sounds now, unlike the public version. Public version, the Slayer, everything is silent.
Potentially. I remember there was ore here once. Oh,
there he is, just running around.
Yeah, I remember when I first bought this map to Vivi, I was like, this arena's way too long range. Like, I do like the idea, it's just the fact that enemies are scattered everywhere throughout the arena. Like, I like the idea, like, going to each part, but it's just like, ow. I don't know.
That shot's curved, like 90 degrees.
Yeah,
sometimes it does that if you dash. It seems like when you dash, sometimes it'll just freak the enemy tracking out. Like Cryomancers, if you double jump and dash, their ground tracking attack will do a 90-degree turn, while usually you could just sidestep it.
Sometimes it's like a full 180. It's like, it does some stuff. Anyways, we jump through.
I'm not sure what exactly causes it, if it was intentional or not. No, I don't think, you just have to go towards the exit. This part is a little bit deceiving. I'm not sure if they changed it on later builds, but like you would think you need to go through a portal, but actually the exit is right here.
Wait, I've actually forgotten how this works.
So this, the exit right in front of the portal, actually, right here. Just teleport to me.
Oh, because the portal.
But it looks like it's through the wall. If you're down there, it looks like it's somewhere far away. So you're like, oh, I gotta teleport to it. But it's actually here.
Because when you have a mainly blue color scheme, there's suddenly gold. It's like my brain's like, oh, go there.
We're also soft locked, so we can't finish the level because it's supposed to finish the level here.
Oh, that's another thing actually, because I stood on here and I was like, oh yeah, nothing's happening, so I guess we're just going through here. Oh,
that was fixed. That was fixed in other versions of the game, but yeah, this tends to lock out. How much kills we got? No we got all kills, so it shouldn't be doing this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, Vivi said it'd be multiplayer tonight. I guess not.
Is it already 4 p.m. Central Time?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but like, I think around the time he gave the message, Eve said I'd do it like a few hours from now. I think at the time I was playing, it was about 4 p.m. It's 9 p.m. where I am now. So like, yeah.
I know I'm 2 hours ahead. Oh wait a second, 2 hours behind him. 2 hours.
The thing is, I just don't know what part of the US he's in, because I know the US is different time.
I think he's
across.
east.
He's east, right?
I think so.
That
so it's
helps.
1 p.m. here. If I'm 2 hours, so over there it would be 3 p.m. So it's actually falls into the 3 to 4 p.m. if he's still going to be around.
Oh, does it?
To my calculations, yeah. If he's actually Central Time.
Oh, alrighty then. Fair enough. 9 a.m.
I hope he shows up, because what I want is I want another taste at the 1.0 build, because he's probably gonna give us that new build, and I want to go check out all the things that changed. And I think it's been a month since last time they play tested the 1.0.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I want to.
So for me, they'll be coming on the range of now to like 10 p.m. Right? Got you.
Yeah. So within another hour, hopefully he appears.
Alright. Wonderful. Any cool maps we could do?
Yeah, let's maybe not the campaign, but some co-op map.
Alright, fair enough.
I have to change the mode and host again.
Yeah,
co-op.
Alright, I'm on.
Okay. Well, let's do my map real quick, and I'll just say like how I beat it, what the strategy is, like what the whole point.
Oh dear God. Okay. Alrighty.
Well, with 2 people, so it shouldn't be as bad, because you know, like on Ultra Hard, the dog section, they'll just completely stomp you because they, like, what happens is they push each other during the animation, so they turn into a death train. Like, there's no way to dodge it anymore.
I can't remember. I remember I figured out an easy route to find the button.
So it's like, straight to the right when you spawn.
Yeah,
but we already
I was thinking that. Yeah, because like I started moving my mouse when I spawned. And
this map is kind of bizarre. As soon as you get lost for some reason, you always skip. Like what is that? I thought I already passed 4 corners. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a square, but yeah, I don't know.
Have you made a map with 5 corners without realizing?
So these Void Reapers, you just have to find them as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And take them out, not let them get away from them.
I mean, it's a lot easier to combo him when he's not shooting at you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
so this is where I make the player use the circle strafing technique to dodge Void Reapers. Like I'm able to dodge both of them at once without even shooting the Lost Souls. I can just walk around. Like you have to have a certain. You basically have to loop around it and force the Lost Soul to miss you.
Yeah.
In this section, you walk backwards while quick switching into their head, and you're able to kill the train really quick. the goal is to kill the first wave. There's 10 seconds to kill the first wave. You don't want them to stack up, otherwise they'll kill, like, you know, be able to push you to death.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what you want to do. That's the two, like, things that the player must do, otherwise they won't be able to win. They have to quick switch. So this guy, you have to find the Slayer as soon as possible and stay close to him, and then you jump over horizontals and walk sideways from the verticals.
My main issue right now is that I haven't found like quick switching in a way that's like optimal for like and like moving at the same time.
Yeah, that can be a problem.
Right now, I'm just, like my method of quick switching, like my shotgun's on 4.
So Slayer,
on 1.
Yeah.
So I'm just like it's fine. Like I can still move, but it's harder to circle strafe. I'm out of ammo. Hold on.
So the hunter, what you need to do is you need to bait him in only ground pounding and not doing any other attack. Because if he does any other attacks, you in the darkness will have a bunch. Like he'll kill you probably. So, like he has to only do ground pounds.
Got ya. I'll try and come back to you while I look for ammo.
It's in the
okay,
yeah.
Wait, no. Hello.
Usually I pick up ammo when the dogs, like I leave a dog alive and it chases me and I go around the corners collecting the ammo and then I spawn the Slayer.
How large is this map? Like in terms of
not large at all. Like it's if you run from one side to the other, it's not huge.
Well, no ammo. Wait, does the ammo not respawn?
No, there's enough to win the level without a problem.
Well, not with 2 players. So I've got,
that's true.
I think we went through all the ammo. Okay, I guess.
Wait, what do you mean? I thought it stays. It should stay for each player in the. Oh, okay, I forgot. So on the playtests, the ammo does not stay for both players. It's a bug on this build, specific build. In the public co-op beta, this is not an issue.
Right, I'm just gonna punch him out. Go on. I'm dead.
Yeah, let's just yeah, I'll do that. When there's no ammo, that's not fun. There needs to be ammo. That's why the playtests, like if we're playing co-op maps, I definitely prefer to be on the public co-op build. It's just superior co-op wise. There's no multiplayer though. That's why we were playing on the playtest for the campaign.
BV said it'd be on in 20 minutes.
Oh, all right.
So nice.
Do you want to play?
I'm just gonna be... I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I've got some. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, I was gonna switch builds anyways to the co-op beta to be able to actually play proper co-op, because ammo isn't shared on this one. If we're gonna play co-op.